I can still remember when I bought my first guitar. Remember just how good the feeling was. Put it proudly in my car, and my family listened.
All right, everybody. Thanks for joining me again. So this is another one of Leanne B. That she's bought 7 coffees for Buy Me a Coffee. That's how we do this. If y'all didn't know, if you're new to this channel, I get so many requests on my channel that the only way to because they come in, I've got 800 videos, 800 plus videos on my channel now, and so in order to keep these things in line, I do Buy Me a Coffee. So if you buy me a coffee, then you are ensured that I'm going to do your song in the time frame that it was received. So anyway, Leanne B has just bought 7 coffees, and so I'm going to do all 7 of hers in a row. So that's 3 a day. So there'll be 2 days and 1 song on the 3rd day. So good for her, right? So anyway, she says, here's a few old black and whites from the late 60s to early mid 70s. The first one's Kevin Johnson singing Rock and Roll, I Gave You the Best Years of My Life. Now, I've done this song before. I went back and checked because I remember, Rock and Roll, I Gave You the Best Years of My Life. But I haven't done a lot. That was just a studio album. That's all it was. This one is looks like a live performance from 1982. So I think it's cool, man. I know I remember I liked it the first time I heard it. The first time I reacted to it, and I don't even know when that was now. But so this is going to be a treat for me, y'all. Let's just get back. Let's get down here, and let's get this thing started. All right, y'all. Here we go.
I can still remember when I bought my first guitar. Remember just how good the feeling was. Put it proudly in my car, and my family listened 50 times to my 2-song repertoire. And I told my mom her only son was gonna be a star. Bought all the Beatle records, sounded just like Paul. Bought all the old Chuck Berry 78s and all, and I sat by my record player, playing every note they played. And I watched them all on TV, making every move they made. Rock and roll, I gave you all the best years of my life. All the dreamy sunny Sundays, all the moonlit summer nights. I was so busy in the back, writing love songs to you while you were changing your direction. Never even knew that I was always just one step behind you.
Yeah, this is a great song, man. If you listen to the words, what I get out of watching him sing this one is that he was going to be, in his mind he wanted to be a rock and roll star, and the character in this song is what I mean, and that he would sit in the bathroom and he would write songs, but the songs he was writing was songs that were no longer playable because of the music moguls, the DJs or whatever. They've moved on to a new type of song now, and his songs, while relevant, a month before, is no longer relevant. So, he's just playing that part of it. So that's got to be, a kick in the head, man, for these guys. And I'm sure this is fiction, but I'm sure there's probably, guys all over the world who sat there and wrote songs and just knew, they were going to be a star someday. And it never transpired for one reason or the other. So let's get back to it, man.
66 seemed like the year I was really going somewhere. We were living in San Francisco with flowers in our hair, singing songs of kindness so the world would understand that the guys and me were something more than just another band. And then 69 in LA came around so soon, we were really making headway and writing lots of tunes, and we must have played the wildest stuff we had ever played. The way the crowds cried out for us, well, thought we had it made. Rock and roll, I gave you all the best years of my life, all the crazy, lazy young days, all the magic moonlit nights. I was so busy on the road, singing love songs to you while you were changing your direction. Never even knew that I was always just one step behind you. Do 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 do.
You know, I take it back. Listening more and more of this, it seems to me that he's reminiscing about a girl that's back home, and he was talking about he was on the road, playing his heart out and making his living, and she had kind of moved on. So, and he's saying he just never knew. How could he? He wasn't home. He was out on the road making his way. Yeah, it happens, man. It happens to guys in the military. I was in the military for over 20 years, and I had a lot of friends that, because we were gone. I was a Marine, for those who don't know, but we were gone so much that a lot of wives just couldn't handle, the independent part of, taking care of a household and probably children and probably working also, and it was just too much for them, and they either get too independent and find out that they'd rather live by themselves. I mean, they're doing it by themselves anyway. So I had a lot of friends that came home to an empty house, and that's what happens, man. Fortunately, that didn't happen to me, y'all, but it does happen. So let's get back to it.
71 in Soho, when I saw Suzanne, I was trying to go it solo with someone else's band, and she came up to me, lady, and I took her by the hand, and I told her all my troubles, and she seemed to understand, and she followed me through London, through 100 hotel rooms, through 100 record companies who didn't like my tune. She followed me when finally I sold my old guitar, and she tried to help me understand I'd never be a star.
All right, man. So there you are. Kevin Johnson singing Rock and Roll, I Gave You the Best Years of My Life. Apparently, it didn't work out for him to be a star fictionally, whoever the character was in the song. So, yeah, it's gotta be a letdown for sure. All right, man. Everybody, thank you for showing up and spending your time here. That's going to do it for me. So till I see you again, I'll catch you down the road, all right? So back to the outro. All right, man. I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye now.